In Pine Hollow, population 3,200, everyone knows everyone, and everyone trusted Dr. Alan Mercer. He had delivered their babies, patched their wounds, and comforted their families for more than 2 decades. But on a warm summer evening in 2017, he vanished without a trace. At first, it looked like the work of a random stranger. But as investigators pulled at the loose threads of his life, the picture unraveled into something far darker, a web of secrets, betrayal, and revenge that no one saw coming. On June 14, 2017, Dr. Mercer left his small clinic at 7:18 p.m. Surveillance cameras caught him locking the door, smiling faintly, and heading to his pickup truck. That was the last confirmed sighting. The next morning, his receptionist found the clinic unopened. Hours later, his truck was discovered at the fishing dock just outside of town. Keys still in the ignition, wallet untouched, driver's seat adjusted slightly forward, as if someone shorter had driven it last. Police considered robbery, maybe a mugging gone wrong, but nothing was missing. There were no signs of a struggle, yet the air around this case felt wrong from the very start. In Pine Hollow, Dr. Mercer was a fixture, the kind of man who remembered every patient's name, who once paid for a young mother's groceries when she came up short. His disappearance hit the town like a death in the family. Candlelight vigils were held. The local paper printed heartfelt tributes. But when detectives began private interviews, they heard whispers. A teenage girl hinted that Dr. Mercer had made her uncomfortable during an exam. A former nurse at the clinic admitted she quit suddenly after something happened behind closed doors, but refused to elaborate. And then came the first official statement from a young woman named Emily Doyle. Tearfully, she told police that Mercer had assaulted her 3 years earlier during a late-night house call. She had never gone to the authorities out of fear no one would believe her. As more victims came forward, a disturbing pattern took shape. Similar methods, similar ages, and always an imbalance of trust and power. Mercer's perfect small-town image began to crumble. Still, this didn't explain his disappearance. Then investigators found a clue. Surveillance footage from a toll booth 15 miles away showed Mercer's truck being closely followed by a blue pickup on the night he vanished. That truck was registered to Kevin Doyle, Emily's older brother. When questioned, Kevin admitted following Mercer, but claimed he only wanted to talk. He said Mercer never showed up to their meeting place, and he went home. But cell tower records put Kevin's phone in the remote quarry area around midnight. The same quarry teenagers whispered about as the place where things go to disappear. 2 weeks later, divers pulled Mercer's body from the quarry, weighted with cinder blocks and wrapped in a tarp. The autopsy revealed blunt force trauma, but also something else: defensive wounds on Mercer's hands and skin under his fingernails belonging to a woman, not Kevin. The revelation shattered the narrative. Had Kevin's sister, Emily, been there that night? Was she the one who struck the fatal blows? Or was there a third person entirely? When pressed, Kevin broke, not with an admission, but with another twist. Emily, he claimed, hadn't been the only victim. Their mother, years earlier, had confided in Kevin about something terrible Mercer had done to her when she was young. Kevin believed his mother's trauma had pushed her into depression, and that Mercer had preyed on their family for decades. Kevin confessed to confronting Mercer at the fishing dock. He claimed Emily unexpectedly showed up, screaming at Mercer. In the chaos, Kevin said, Emily hit him first, and then both siblings made the decision to silence him forever. In court, Emily denied striking the fatal blow. Kevin took full responsibility, but the physical evidence suggested both were involved. The jury found Kevin guilty of second-degree murder. Emily walked free, but whispers in Pine Hollow said she had been the real hand behind the killing. In the end, the town wasn't sure what to mourn: the death of their trusted doctor, the betrayal of his hidden life, or the darkness in a family pushed too far. One thing was certain: Pine Hollow would never again look at its heroes the same way.